y caballeros, 49er faithful around the multiverse, welcome to Gary Lamb Main Event Mania Week 4. What to watch for. Here we go. Alright, we are going live from the Gary Lamb Main Event Mania Man Cave. We're going against the Cardinals. I'm gonna teach you a lesson, kids. Unknown does not mean not good. Playing for the A team. And that's the question. Will the 49ers A team even be on the field against Arizona? 49ers week 4 going against the Cardinals. I don't like this matchup. What to watch for? 49ers win any way they can and try to avoid injury. And I know the Cardinals are unknown. They got a new coach, Jonathan Gannon. But Gannon is also the man who orchestrated the game plan that left Brock Purdy injured in the NFC Championship game. And that game plan is namely this: forget play action and get hits on the quarterback, and that's what I don't like. This is what to watch for. The Cardinal defense doesn't have a lot of names, but they have 11 sacks. And they create a lot of pressure. Unlike the New York Giants last week, the Cardinals create pressure without a lot of blitzes. And they're getting to the quarterback. They don't have a lot of names, but they do have some athletes. And I'm sure Jonathan Gannon knows about the weaknesses on our right side of the offense. He knew it last year in the NFC Championship game. Watch for him to set blitzes when he does, or at least come at Brock. Come at our right side of the line. The Eagles left. Attack Brock. Forget about the play action. And if I am the Arizona Cardinals, this is why I don't like this matchup. I do not allow any of the dinks and dunks. I let my pass rush get to Brock, make him beat me over the top. And this is one of the things, Brock, he hasn't proved it yet. He has to get that ball over the top. Make Brock beat you over the top, and you have a pass rush that gets to the quarterback without needing a blitz. Here's one thing about the 49er receivers outside of Danny Gray. You're talking about Debo, who may not play. You're talking about Ayuk, who may not play. None of them are real burners. They can get open, but they may not get over the top. And speaking of that, this is what scares me. Debo may not play, and he's definitely banged up. Ribs, knee. You don't have the Debo cheat code. Look, bottom line is this. Brock gets criticized for getting the ball to the right players. Debo's the right player. When you're down, you get it to 19, you get it to Debo. He's not going to have that club in his bag. He doesn't have the Debo cheat code. He may or may not, but he's going to be banged up. And I would not allow Brock Purdy to live with the dinks and dunks. I would not respect any play action, just like Jonathan Gannon did in the NFC Championship game when he was the Eagles defensive coordinator. He has holes in his game. What's up over there? How you doing? Thank you, Archangel brother. Hello there. Thank you for joining Gary Lamb Main Event Mania. All right. Watch for Jonathan Gannon to dial up a game plan where he makes Brock beat them deep. He has nothing to lose, and watch for him to take advantage of our right side of the line. That's why this game worries me a little bit. Hey, I may have nothing to worry about. But just because the Cardinals don't have names don't mean they don't have game. We don't know much about them. This is only their fourth game with a new coach. We know some about that coach. And like I said, I don't like that he is a man who orchestrated the injury of Brock Purdy. You know, styles make fights. Styles make football games. And Arizona, their style is getting to without named players, getting to the quarterback without blitzing. The complete opposite of what Brock had to do against the New York Giants. So, like I said, Brock's already proved himself to me, but the Cardinals defense does everything that is not Brock's strength. Brock Purdy was blitzed 85% of the time last week. Brock is great against the blitz. Brock is fantastic at processing and knowing where to go, throwing guys open, knowing where the hole in the defense is going to be, and that makes it easier when you blitz because Brock sees the blitz. He knows where it's coming from. He knows where his guy is supposed to be. He knows how to get away. Hell yeah, let's go Niners. But you know what? I'm a real fan over there. And you know what? Real fans think negative. Think like a coach. Think how not to mess it up. I'm not taking the Cardinals lightly. I hope we just whoop them. Go down and whoop some candy ass. But I don't love the matchup. It's a game where we just gotta win and don't worry about the score and get guys healthy, all right? I want Brock to leave this game healthy. And even though, you know what? Yeah, the Cardinals are the Cardinals. The Niners are the 49ers. But this game could be a good test. Can we, at least with X's and O's, can Shanahan dial up a counter to what he did not do against the Eagles? Same coaching staff. It's like a sparring match. Can the Niners resolve some of these weaknesses? That's the theme of what to watch for Gary Lamb Main Event Mania, Week 4 against the Cardinals. Can the Niners, against a good sparring partner, at least with X's and O's, and at least with game plan, show they have evolved to beat maybe better teams? Can they resolve some of these weaknesses they've had before? And the weakness has been, and the Cardinals do have personnel, quick edge rushers that can catch up with Brock on that, especially if they're coming from his right. Are they going to leave, scrub tight ends? Kittle's playing in this game. Warner's a good blocker. Are they going to put who they put a receiver out there? You're going to put Ronnie Bell to drop the pass block, an edge rusher. We can't do that in this game because I know Gannon is not going to respect our run game. He's going to come straight at Brock. He's not going to respect they're going to respect the run game, but they're not going to respect the play action. That's what they should do. They're going to hit Brock, and they're going to, if they have any brains, which I know they do because they beat us before, they're going to wait for that. They're not going to let that, in fact, they shouldn't. If I'm the coach, they shouldn't let the Niners deke and dunk, especially if Debo's not there. They're going to make Brock wait in the pocket with that pass rush that's coming without a blitz, and with the Niners who don't have burners, make them beat them over the top. And you know what? If the Niners line can hold up and Brock can beat them over the top, couple of big plays, it's an easy night. And what the 49ers have to do, and this is where the Arizona Cardinals are not that great, run the ball. You got McCaffrey. This is the kind of game where McCaffrey's got to run. Elijah Mitchell's got to run. J.P. Mason, run the football. The Niners could win this game, running the football, and getting the ball at the top. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep the short passing game in check, but theoretically, if you can pass rush like the Cardinals have been able to do, 11 sacks, tremendous pass rush percentage, top of the league, unknown, names does not mean no game. If the Niners can handle the pass rush, so what goes on in the Gary Man Minute Live? What's going on today? This is what to watch for 49ers Eagles. And what I try to do here is, what the 49ers should be a Super Bowl contender, how can they not blow it? And the theme of this show is, look, the Eagles, they don't have a lot of names, but they're a good sparring partner because they do certain things that the Niners haven't done good in the past that have kept them from their ultimate goal, the Super Bowl, and that's the right side of the line needs to block. Garoppolo is in this category too, where teams are able to stack the box, stop the short to intermediate pass game, and make the Niners throw over the top. So I think that Brock's going to have to show he can throw over the top. I think this is going to be another game he's going to have a hard time evading the pass rush with his legs. So Brock's going to have to beat them from the pocket and step up in the pocket instead of stepping out and around. So Brock's going to have to step up in the pocket in this game, do it again, and maybe he's going to beat them over the top. If Brock can beat the Arizona Cardinals defensive backs up the top, which I think he should be, we have an easy game. But watch for the 49ers to run. Their big advantage in this game is to run with McCaffrey, Elijah Mitchell, J.P. Mason, and that's the offense. But mainly, score points and don't get hurt. I don't even care what the final score is. Learn your lesson and don't get hurt. And speaking of lessons we have not learned, the Cardinals have a journeyman quarterback, but he's been really, really good and he runs. He's a running quarterback. And you know what? With these fast receivers, Hollywood Brown, Wilson and Moore, they are fast guys. So the 49ers have another test. And this is the great sparring match. Watch for the 49ers to do what they did last week and contain another running quarterback. They need to contain Dobbs. And I don't really care what the final score is. I want to see improvement in containing a moving target. And I want to give Steve Wilks credit. One of his goals was to stop the explosives. Well, there's some explosive players on the receivers, and including tight ends, but especially Moore and Hollywood Brown. There are some explosive receivers. There's going to be and maybe Wilson too. Wilks wanted to stop the explosive plays, the big plays. They're going to have another chance to do that this game. You know, Dobbs is the kind of guy who can, get free with his legs. You're going to have to cover the receivers a long time. There could be some big plays over the top. Let's see if the Niners stop that. And this is a tough combination for the 49ers because we all know we have beaten before by James Conner. So this is a kind of a mind trip for the 49ers. This game where you got a running quarterback you got to be aware of. You got to be aware of the receivers that can beat you deep, and you got the tight ends with Ertz and their tight end group where they're a threat. So you're thinking with your head on a swivel. You're thinking, and then all of a sudden James Conner, he comes through with the tank. Where you got the field spread out, and you got this running game. James Conner, tremendous big running back. The Niners look for the 49ers to start Conner right away, but they're gonna have to. The secondary has to be aware of the D players, of the speed that gets behind them. When the 49er defensive backs, Demo Lenore and Mooney Ward and Isaiah Oliver, none of those guys are real burners. They, as a team, Gibson and Hufanga been great safeties. They have not been beat over the top yet. I want to see that trend continue, but that's going to be a challenging trend to maintain when you got a bruising running back. So you're thinking, man, we got to get back, and then all of a sudden you got Conner in there who's whooped the 49ers before with McCoy as a quarterback. So 49ers, look for them. Number one, defense, stop the run. You have a superior defensive line. I want to see Armstead and Hargrave and Kinlaw up the middle. Make that middle of the line, defensive line, make it a stone wall. Get to the quarterback, stop the run. Make sure Warner and Greenlaw, keep them clean. Shut down Carter. Make this team a one-dimensional team. Hey, and let's get Warner and Greenlaw and Bosa and all our speed guys knocking the crap out of Carter, out of Dobbs. If the 49ers D-line plays dominant, this is an easy game. This is an easy game. Our front seven should dominate. But it is a test. Stopping explosives, I want to see improvement. Stopping a running quarterback, I want to see continued improvement and continue the trend of not letting up explosive plays. This is a great sparring match. It'll be a good test to see if the Niners are improving on their way to the ultimate goal of the Super Bowl. But the main test, has Kyle Shanahan, this is not the Philadelphia Eagles defense, don't get me wrong, but it's the same game plan. Watch to see who is blocking the edge rushers. Is it like third string tight ends or backup receivers guarding, trying to block edge rushers? If I'm seeing that, that's not an improvement. But if the 49ers have a plan of attack to take on the Arizona Cardinal pass rush, where the idea is don't forget the play action. So I mean the 49ers, they got to set up the play action with actual runs. The Niners got to run the ball down their throat. And Brock Purdy is going to have to wait in the pocket. He's got to step up in the pocket. And not step out or step back, because that's where we got hurt. It may take time for the receivers to get open. Can Brock move around the pocket, especially move up, and get that ball over the top? If I see that, boy, this is going to be a heck of a team to beat. I'm not even talking about the final score. I'm talking about improvement. That's what to watch for. All right, number one, Brock beating somebody over the top, or at least having to hang in the pocket a little bit for wait till guys get open, mostly over the top. No turnovers always, but really, Niners need to run the ball. Run the damn ball with all the running backs and put this team out of their misery. On defense, another chance to stop. The main thing, stop the running quarterback. We need to keep doing that because that's what's cost us Super Bowls in the past. And that D-line's got to be explosive. Shut down the run. Shut down the quarterback. Hey, and don't get beat deep. And this could be a cakewalk, but I'm not looking for that. I just want we're all looking forward to Dallas the week after. But the Arizona Cardinals have been playing well. They've had a lead every week. They look tough. They looked a lot tougher than Dallas. And we don't got the cheat code Debo. So, what's Brock going to do? What's Brock going to do without the cheat code? If Debo plays, he plays. But we're going to see what this is. Another test for Brock Purdy. I thought it was impossible, but he's going to have to do things he didn't do. All right? And with that, thank you. God bless you. Keep it real, keep it clean. Gary Lamb, Man of Mania. Praying for your friends. And I'm out of here.